I woke up in the middle of the night to a soft whispering sound. It wasn't coming from outside or from the TV, it was coming from the living room. My heart raced as I crept toward the door. And there she was. Mama Emeka. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, holding a small wooden door with nails driven into it. Her lips moved quickly, chanting words I couldn't understand. Then she looked up. Her eyes caught mine, and for a moment, I thought I'd stopped breathing. "Go back to bed, Amara," she said, her voice calm and cold. Like I wasn't supposed to see any of this. My name is Amara, and that night was the moment I knew something was deeply wrong in my new home. Let me tell you how I got there. When I married Emeka 3 years ago, I was so excited to start a life with him. Everyone told me how lucky I was to have such a caring husband. What they didn't tell me was that I'd also married into a life with his mother. Mama Emeka didn't like me from the start. On our wedding day, she barely looked at me. No congratulations, no smiles. At first, I thought she just needed time to warm up to me. After all, mothers are protective of their sons, right? But after we moved into the family house, a compound she ruled like a queen, I realized she wasn't just protective. She was something else entirely. It started small. She'd make comments about how I wasn't good enough for Emeka. My cooking wasn't up to her standards. The way I cleaned wasn't the proper way. I ignored her at first, thinking I could win her over with kindness. But kindness didn't work with Mama Emeka. And then the night with the whispering happened. That night changed everything. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think straight. I told Emeka what I saw the next morning, hoping he'd believe me, hoping he'd confront her. Instead, he just sighed. "Mama is a religious woman," he said, brushing me off. "You're overreacting." But after that night, strange things started happening. Food I cooked would spoil for no reason. Clothes I washed disappeared from the line, only to turn up shredded days later. Once, I even found a dead bird outside our bedroom window, its feathers scattered in a strange pattern. Mama's whispers turned to open threats. She didn't bother hiding it anymore. "This is my son's house," she said one day, looking me dead in the eye. "You're just a guest here. Don't forget that." The final straw came a few weeks later. I woke up to find a small clay pot outside our bedroom door. It was sealed with palm fronds and dripping with something dark and sticky. My stomach turned. I didn't need anyone to tell me what it meant. That morning, I packed my things and left. Emeka begged me to stay, but I couldn't. My mother always said, "When you see fire, you don't wait to feel the burn." To this day, people tell me I should have stayed and fought for my marriage. But they weren't there. They didn't see what I saw. Some things are better left behind. And some people, they are not just wicked. They are something else entirely. If you enjoyed watching these stories, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. If you also would like the part 2 of this story, let's know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.